So, I don't know about you, but I've been doing a bit of boss fights. Tired. So, we're going to take a moment to go look through the journal. And see what, the story has been updated this whole time, so I haven't looked at it. Axel used the last of his strength to help us escape the darkness. Then we found ourselves in a town bathed in eerie moonlight. It seemed Cairo was being held in the castle dungeon. We were on our way to the castle when a man in black cloak blocked our path. He was wielding a keyblade and bragging about how he defeated Riku. The Sora was the only one that saw him. Tell me why he picked you, he said, after losing his battle with Sora. He disappeared, looking somehow satisfied. Organization 13 Sax was waiting for us in the pitch-black castle and pointed at the moon in the night sky, but there was no moon. It was Kingdom Hearts, and it must have absorbed countless hearts to grow that size. The organization doesn't need you anymore, Sax soft, and then summoned the masses of Heartless to do so in... Wait, when... Sax said that? Did I black out? Okay. That's when we heard an old familiar voice, Kairi, but there was no time to celebrate as the enemies kept coming in droves. Kairi stepped in to end the battle and rescue Sora. The one who had lent a hand to Kairi was the false Ansem, Xehanort, apprentice to Ansem the Wise. Sora was at a loss, but then there was a fact that Organization 13 Xigbar called him Raxus. Defeating Xigbar, however, brought Sora no closer to the truth. That's true. Remember way back in the beginning when Riku Ansem introduced himself to Diz as Ansem, and so he was like, I am Ansem, and Diz just kind of cracked up. Diz is a jerk, but also Diz is known as Ansem the Wise, so Ansem was like, you're Ansem, that's funny. Sora finally pushed through the throngs of Heartless and made his way to Kairi. Watching the two as they embraced in a joyous reunion with Xehanort's Heartless, Riku, Diz, who had observed their battle, told King Mickey his true identity. Diz was the real Ansem the Wise, and his apprentice, Xehanort's Nobody, was Zemus, the leader of Organization 13. We had already defeated Xehanort's Heartless in a battle once before, when he went by the name Ansem Seeker of Darkness. After his defeat, however, he latched onto Riku's heart and began drawing him into the darkness. Though Riku didn't give in to the darkness, he needed to use its power. Riku chose that form so he could harness the power of darkness. Everyone agreed with Sora, you're still Riku no matter what. If the battle was what was keeping the power of darkness around, it was time to finish that fight once and for all. Well, that's nice and all, but that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for Ansem's... Is it in notes? Here we go. Ansem reports. Do we have... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Alright, we got them all? We got them all. Alright, let's take a look. My efforts these many years have come to fruition, with the world I govern having become a paradise worthy of being called Radiant Garden. Nurtured by the pure water that is the source of life, fragrant flowers bloom in abundance, and the people face each day with hopeful smiles. But where there is light, darkness also lurks. As I noted in my earlier reports, I must solve the mystery of this darkness of the heart. This paradise depends upon it. I shall perform an experiment to probe the depths of a person's heart. One of my own apprentices, Xehanort, has volunteered to be a subject. The young man has served me ever since I nursed him back from death's door 7 years ago. He has lost all of his memories of that time, but later showed remarkable intellectual curiosity, and readily absorbed my teachings, gaining deep wisdom. Any mental immaturity is surely due to his young age. If I explore Xehanort's heart with psychological tests, I may be able to recall the past locked away in him. My apprentice, Evan, has also shown great interest in Xehanort's memories. But is he really the right subject? Xehanort does indeed exhibit extraordinary talents, too extraordinary. Perhaps they are even superhuman. So these are the reports that Ansem the Wise actually wrote, as opposed to the Ansem reports from the first game, which were written by the Ansem we know and love is, not love, Xehanort's Nobody. No, I'm sorry, Xehanort's Heartless. Let's not get confused here. Xehanort's Heartless, not to be confused with Xehanort's Nobody, who's Xemnas versus Ansem. I have made a grave mistake. My study of the darkness of the heart began with simple psychological tests and quickly snowballed, spurred on by my youngest apprentice, Ienzo. I constructed a massive laboratory in the basement of my castle. Unbeknownst to me, my 6 apprentices then began collecting a large number of subjects on which to perform dangerous experiments into the darkness of heart. As soon as I found out, I called my apprentices together and ordered them not only to cease their studies, but to destroy the results of their researches so far. What on earth was happening within the hearts of my 6 beloved apprentices? While pursuing the mystery of darkness of the heart, that they themselves have strayed into its depths? Yet I remain the most foolish of all for having begun these experiments. We are not meant to interfere with matters with the depths of another's heart, no matter what our reasons for doing so. And my error plunged me into despair. A visitor from another world soothed my dejected soul. A tiny king named Mickey came wielding a legendary key, the infamous Keyblade, said to bring both chaos and prosperity to worlds. You know, King Triton mentioned that as well, and we never got any background on that. And now we seem to have free pass to come and go there. What the heck happened in Atlantica? He was very knowledgeable on many topics, and we deepened our friendship as we conversed companionably. Upon his advice, I decided to review the data obtained at my basement lab. That is when I discovered the Ansem reports. Though they bore my name, the only one I had written was number 0. Apparently, he had gone on to pen numbers 1 through 8 himself. Yes, the first foolish subject in my experiments. Xehanort! Chaos affects not only this world, but many worlds besides. In the Ansem reports my apprentice had written under my name, I found records of his hideous experiments along with his hypothesis about the door that appeared out of the darkness in my basement. All living things have hearts, and all hearts hold darkness within. Worlds are no exception. If a world is a being, the heart it holds must be colossal, and the darkness at its core must be monstrous indeed. Did Xehanort pass through that door in an attempt to contact that dark realm? No, not only Xehanort. It appears my other 5 apprentices, believing it was for the sake of research, stared deep into the darkness and were pulled into it. Evan, Ienzo, Bragg, Dylan, and Elias. They have ceased to be human. I, too, have had everything taken away from me, vanished to a hollow realm of nothingness. What is Xehanort hoping to gain with my pilfered existence? Will my people cease to smile? If the light of hope has been extinguished, I shall henceforth walk with the darkness as a friend. Here in the realm of nothingness, to which I have been regulated. That's probably regulated. Darkness in the midst of nothing. Darkness in 0. Thus thou shalt be known as Diz. That's a terrible reasoning out for your name. Roan. Okay. Discarding the soul name Ansem and going in search of revenge. Revenge is not a good thing to spend your life doing. Distant days spent in that beautiful paradise are illusion to me now. How long have I been here, banished to the realm of nothingness? So he's saying that he's, I guess, walking the realm of darkness. Because he's being poetic about it. I'm going to try and be a little more precise about it. I believe he's saying that he was also cast into the realm of darkness. It is only by relying upon my anger and hatred have I been able to retain my sense of self here, where all existence is nullified. Yeah, that's definitely the realm of darkness then. My heart is being overcome with hatred towards my apprentices, and possessed by the darkness, with the anger I feel for the stupidly allowing myself to be betrayed. Is this darkness eating away at my heart? I cannot continue to idle away my time here. What are Xehanort and the others attempting to do? I must unravel the mystery of these Ansem reports, intercept my apprentices, and defeat them. That is my mission, my only way to repay the world for my sins. Those beings who lack hearts, the heartless, must be the key. The darkness of the heart made flesh, cursed shadows that who lack not only hearts, but multiplying by seizing hearts from any and all living beings. Where have they come from, and where are they going? 3 elements combine to create one life, a heart, a soul, and a body. But what of the soul and body left behind when a heartless is lost? When a soul leaves his body, its vessel gives way. When the soul leaves the body, its vessel, life gives way to death. But what about when the heart leaves? A being does not perish when its heart leaves the body. The heart alone disappears into darkness. There is little time. If I remain in this realm much longer, I will certainly learn the answers the hard way. My heart is already a captive of the darkness. In this realm, where all existence has been disintegrated, I have just barely managed to preserve my sense of self by continuing to think and write. It is a place where even time has lost all meaning. Eternity is but a moment here. I must make haste. Certainly their plans are already underway. The Heartless must be the key to unraveling this mystery. The 6 traders were operating a laboratory that turned out those cursed shadows. Not only did they generate pureblood Heartless from living hearts, so pureblood Heartless are what they refer to, or here, maybe it just goes down to say it. Heartless from living hearts, but they then use those Heartless to synthesize artificial versions of the creatures as well. Synthetic Heartless were insignias and were called emblems. So your purebred Heartlesses are those adorable little shadow creatures, right? They look like they're wearing their onesie sock pajamas. And then the emblems are pretty much every other variant of Heartless that you see that have that insignia of the kind of sewn together heart on them. And those ones are the ones called emblems. Not to be confused with the nobodies, which have a different emblem on them. Pureblood or emblem, these Heartless act only to fulfill their instinctive need, and they single-mindedly detect hearts and swarm around them. A human's commands would be ineffective. The Heartless would easily steal the human's heart and use it to increase their own ranks. But what if an even stronger Heartless was giving orders? If he cast aside his own soul and body and became Heartless, wouldn't he be able to control the otherwise intractable Heartless? Furthermore, wouldn't he be planning to make use of the creature's instincts? If a heart-seeking Heartless have their sights on a larger and more powerful heart, their ultimate goal is crystal clear, the largest heart in existence, the heart of the world. This is all conjecture, but it would seem he is utilizing the Heartless in his search for a path leading to the heart of the world. My choice to befriend the darkness here, in the midst of nothingness, was a sound one. The moment I stared straight ahead with a calm heart, neither rejecting the darkness nor fearing it, I gained a newfound power. A superhuman power, the power of darkness. It is likely Xehanort and the others who are raptured by this power, eventually becoming its prisoners. I do not intend to allow my heart to be devoured by darkness as they did, of course. With this newfound power, I uncovered a corridor of darkness that connects the realm of nothingness to the outside world. While it is still difficult to come and go as I please, my banishment now is the thing of a past. To deceive Xehanort and my apprentices, I first used my power to change my form before returning to the realm of light. As I suspected, Xehanort had become Heartless. Under my name, he commanded the Heartless in quest and snatch away the hearts of many different worlds. At the center of the hearts that Xehanort had stolen was Kingdom Hearts, which attracted tremendous darkness to itself in an attempt to send any and all matter back into its depths. The other 5 had disappeared. Had they become Heartless like Xehanort? Or did they vanish after Xehanort exploited them? I came familiar with an unusual entity while pursuing the truth. It is the soul and body that remain when a being loses its heart. When a Heartless is born, these entities disappear from the realm of light to be reborn as entirely new beings in a completely different realm. While beings born of darkness, and those locking hearts, may find them convenient, it It is dangerous for others to make much use of the corridors of darkness. Darkness erodes the heart. In search of a place to proceed with my research and planning away from prying eyes, I found myself in Twilight Town. It is a quiet village, forgotten in the chasm between light and darkness. I situated myself in the basement of an abandoned mansion standing beyond the woods. My underground research resulted in one new discovery after another. When a Heartless is born, the body and soul left behind are reborn into this world as a different being. They possess different intentions than their Heartless brethren, and while it is unclear what these sentient things are after, it would appear that they are responsible for much bedlam in the world. My erstwhile friend the king and his subjects, along with a hero wielding the Keyblade, are battling the Heartless, even as this new threat approaches. This new threat, I have given them a fitting name, I suppose. These non-beings, nobodies. A great number of nobodies have lost human form, as have the Heartless. Yet nobodies born of somebody with a strong heart retains its shape, but with the faintest visible changes. It appears my betrayers have retained their human forms as nobodies, and are gathering more followers in the hopes of furthering a new scheme. Organization 13, formed of 13 nobodies with my betrayers at its core, has divided into two. They are said to be carrying out some sort of research. Seeking to uncover the plans of this organization, I have decided to head for where 6 of its members have gathered. Towering over the outer limits of the realm between light and darkness, Castle Oblivion. It appears I have been too distracted by the behavior of Xehanort and his cohorts, and by events occurring in their vicinity. My friend's struggle to protect the realm of light from the threat of Heartless is now over. And, with Xehanort's Heartless, going by the name of Ansem, Seeker of Darkness, defeated at last. The other wielder of the Keyblade, this hero, traveled from world to world, sealing up keelholes and laying Heartless low. Meanwhile, the king, who had dived into the realm of darkness, worked with the Keyblade-wielding hero to close the door to Kingdom Hearts from the realm of both darkness and light, thus holding off the threat of tremendous darkness. But there are still a great number of Heartless afoot, and Organization 13 and the Nobodies continue to be active in the shadows. Indeed, the world is a very dangerous place. We must find a way to battle with these enemies. Thus, I will make both amends and have my revenge. It is for this reason I have infiltrated Castle Oblivion. It consists of 13 floors above and 12 floors below the ground, with the contents of its white rooms transforming in response to visitors' memories. Organization 13 was conducting experiments on memory there. The subject of these experiments, a girl named Namine, appeared to possess extremely unusual abilities. Were they attempting to derive something from these powers? Refusing to be distracted by Organization 13, I had returned to my own secret research when a new visitor appeared at the castle today. It was Sora, the Keyblade-wielding hero who had defeated Ansem and his companions. Deep underground, the stench of darkness arose. All the players were coming together, it seemed. I should have expected nothing less from a Keyblade-wielding hero. Sora and his friends defied the machinations of the Organization 13 and rescued Namine. Namine was a witch who controlled the memories of others. Most likely, these powers were achieved through a special process when she was born. Namine is a nobody created when a young girl's heart left her body, yet she has no corresponding Heartless. This was because the young girl in this case was a princess. One of the princesses apart. To be clear. Just a princess in general wouldn't do it. Kairi, a resident of Radiant Garden over which I had ruled, one of the 7 princesses that uphold the realm of light. With no darkness in her heart, Kairi produced no Heartless, and instead of vanishing, her body remained in the realm of light. In other words, both the nobody called Namine and the Heartless, proof of lost heart, are extremely unstable beings who lack the bodies needed to produce a nobody. Therefore, they also lacked Kairi's memories. One reason for this may be that Kairi's heart did not return to darkness when separated from her body, but rather migrated to another vessel deep within Sora's heart. That is, Naminé is an alter ego of the Kairi who has directly interfered with Sora's heart. Could this be why Sora and those hearts connected? Could this be why Sora and those whose hearts are connected to him were able to have their memories controlled? She is a non-being in the truest sense of the word, not having even become a true nobody, and with nowhere left to go, she is but the most fleeting of shadows. Sora went to sleep in order to recover the memories he lost in Castle Oblivion. It would take some time to bring back all the memories he had created in his lifetime, but Organization 13 held sway over Castle Oblivion. Sora would need to be kept someplace more secure. I persuaded Naminé to move the slumbering Sora to Twilight Time for keeping. Naminé. As I have written here before, she is a most unusual being, born of the same process as a nobody, but lacking virtually all of the elements of a nobody. Perhaps she continues drawing in hopes of capturing what she lacks, the memories of others, especially Sora. I have arrived at a hypothesis. I believe that Naminé was born as a special type of nobody when Sora attacked himself with a Keyblade, causing his and Kairi's hearts to leave their bodies simultaneously. Naminé emerged as Kairi's nobody, but the body and soul necessary to exist as a nobody belonged to Sora. When a person's heart is stolen, a heartless is born with no sense of self, and the body and soul left behind give rise to a nobody. But what if one willingly releases one's heart from the body? Sora and Xehanort retain their selfhood after becoming heartless. Sora and Xehanort retain their selfhood even after becoming heartless. Then there is Kairi and Naminé. Kairi was exceptional for having no darkness in her heart. Also exceptional was that her heart, once freed, migrated to a new vessel, Sora. The combination of these theoretically unlikely exceptions may be behind this anomaly. There are matters I must attend to while Sora is sleeping. A new ally has appeared on the scene. Riku. Alrighty, let's go. Plug in here. Get in and plug. Okay. Oh. They're probably good here. Let's see. Twilight Thorn. Oh. Huh. See about a save. I hope you enjoyed story time. And almost story time. It's okay. Look, now this engine's is going. Could this have something to do with your enemy, Sora? I don't know what you're talking about. Sometimes doors just glow. I can sense Sax. He is using something to boost his power. If we can figure out his power source, we may be able to use it too. I guess I gotta go fight for my right to podcast. Get in there.
Only you could have made it this far in one piece, Roxas.
That's really getting old.
Yeah, he's slower.
Different name, same fate. Do you feel it? The moon's power. Moon, shine down.
Yeah, this is it.
I misjudged you.
Yeah, take this. This is it. Back off.
No Moon, shine down.
Take this.
Moon, shine down. All shall be lost to you.
This is it.
I misjudged you. No exit. Moon, shine down.
This is it.
Why? Kingdom Hearts. Where is my heart?
I don't get it. Why has everybody been calling me Roxas?
Because, Sora. Roxas is your nobody.
My... nobody? But that's crazy. I never turned into a heart... Oh. Right.
It was when you came to rescue me. Remember?
Xemnas was the one who found Roxas. He could use the Keyblade because he was your nobody. That's why Xemnas brought him into the organization. But Roxas betrayed them. After that, I fought him because I thought it would help you wake up. I lost. But the next time we met, I made sure I was the stronger one.
Why don't you quit?
Come on, Sora. I thought you were stronger than that.
Huh? Get real. Look which one of us is winning.
So it's true. You really are his nobody. Guess Diz was right after all.
What are you talking about? I am me. Nobody else. How many times do I have to beat you?
All right. You've left me with no other choice.
What?
I have to release the power in my heart. The dark power that I've been holding back. Even if it changes me forever.
I have accepted it. Diz, he could feel Sora.
Oh, he told you how he felt, did he? Ridiculous. And nobody cannot feel anything.
If he had met Sora, things might have been different.
Maybe I didn't need to fight him after all. I think he left the organization because he really wanted to meet you.
Roxas. I wish I could meet him too.
All right, let's go.
Oh, I don't remember. Let me see. What did they say? Goofy was like, the tower is mysterious. Riku was like, hey, I first met... got Roxas while beating... Alright, I'll just go back up. Curses. Oh, now it's not room anymore. Sorry. Kairi was upset that she was home living a normal life while we were out having adventures, and would like us to tell her all about the adventures later. Riku was like, I first met Roxas and Diz at some point, and he didn't trust Diz at first, but they needed each other's help. And Donald was saying we should rest because there's a boss fight coming up. That was the gist of it. Let's see it. We got a new item. What's the new item? Mega thing? Oblivion. Oh, I got a new keyblade. I should investigate this keyblade. Let's see. But I don't really got to use too much. Here we go, one. Has great strength, allows the drive blades to restore quickly during MP charge. Oh, that's Leon's sword. Decisive pumpkin. Sure. Okay. 1, 2, oh, we can go now. Okay.
Handsome?
I'm a fool. I spent years studying the workings of the heart. Yet it seems I still haven't learned a thing.
What do you mean?
The process of encoding hearts is incalculable. The inhabitants of my Twilight town were data created from real hearts. I was convinced that they would think and behave the way I had envisioned, but I couldn't have been more wrong. A heart is so much more than any system. I saw it when Roxas and Kairi crossed paths. I knew, but I was too stubborn to accept it. It's always the same. I try to wrap my mind around things my heart already knows, only to fail. While I was trying to bring Sora back, I had so many plans in store. But once Sora was an acting force, they fell apart. All my research, amounted to nothing compared with that one boy's heart.
Ansem, I'm ashamed.
All the more proof that hearts cannot be contained by data. Run, my friend. It's going to self-destruct, and anything could happen.
But, Your Majesty!
Sora, the rest is up to you. And Roxas, I doubt you can hear me, but I am sorry.
Ansem!
My heart is telling me what I must do. Please allow me to do what it says.
No! Riku!
His heart's decided. We can't change that.
I was wondering who would dare interfere with my kingdom hearts. And look, here you all are. How convenient for me. Ansem the Wise. You look pathetic.
Eviola, I deserve as much for failing to see you for the fool you are.
Students do take after their teachers. Only a fool would be your apprentice. After all, none of this would have happened without you. You are the source of all Heartless. It was your research that inspired me to go further than you ever dared.
I admit, my disregard brought chaos to more worlds than one. But what were you seeking? You erased me from the world, only to take my name and continue research better left forgotten. Is this the answer you've been looking for?
All that and more. I'm carrying on what you yourself began, and I'm creating a brand new world, one heart at a time. I thought you'd praise me, but all you ever do is hold me back. I understand, though. Unlike me, you have a heart, and you're powerless to control it. Consumed by the jealousy you feel toward the student who surpassed you.
Xehanort, foolish apprentice of a foolish man. You have surpassed nothing, only proved how little we both know. We may profess to know the heart, but its essence is beyond our reach. We're both ignorant, as oblivious as when we began. I'm afraid that any world you try to create, any world of yours, would be an empire of ignorance. That is why you and your creation are destined to fall. We've said enough. Riku, you know what to do. King Mickey, my friend, forgive me. Farewell.
I just want to pause for a second and bridge a couple things here. So, Diz is asking, I think, Riku to, take care of keeping anyone and everyone from the explosion type of thing, right? But we've got Riku absolutely moving to make sure that Sora is the one that's safe. So I would like to appreciate Kairi for the assist in grabbing King Mickey, making sure he didn't get any closer. I'd also like to point out that clearly we had plenty of time to get away from something that was going to explode. Chose not to. Okay. Also, so Kingdom Hearts is made up of people's hearts, right? So Diz is like, I'm going to digitize these without knowing what that's going to do. I'm like, those are people. Those are parts of people. that, God forbid your machine get destroyed and the data somehow get destroyed, does that erase the people's hearts? Because we've seen that, uh, hearts that have, people that have lost their hearts via Heartless, like Sora did, can in fact come back from that. I guess if the conditions are right, is the best way of putting that. So, him being like, I've got this data-sucking heart gun. What's it gonna do? I don't know. Is that really the best choice? I don't know. But definitely wasn't thinking of others, I think, at the time, which just is, just right there in Diz's lane. So, even though he's taking the impact of a entirely avoidable explosion here, he's still a jerk. Alright, that's... Oh, good. They come back as a sea of Heartless. Thanks, Diz.
Riku! Riku!
Wow!
Riku!
Ansem did say anything could happen.
Riku, you gonna take that off?
Oh.
What was that?
His eyes couldn't lie.
Lie? And just who were you trying to fool? Huh? Huh?
Myself.
Riku, come on, man. Why did you try to do so much on your own? You've got friends, like us.
Have you forgotten? I'll tell you why. 'Cause I'm not a total sap like you.
Say that again.
Uh-oh.
What should we do, Riku?
We must defeat Xemnas. He's the organization's last survivor.
Right.
Come on.
Oh, here's a report 11. Dang it. Yes, Riku in. Riku in. No, Riku in. Can I give him stuff? Riku. Can I give him better stuff? Riku, you strong boy? What are you like? You're probably pretty strong. Where'd your strength at? 40? Maybe. Riku have all the things. Hyper healing. Hyper healing. Hyper healing. Don't need ivers. Hyper healing. Ornament. Eternal session. Ooh. Erosion. Okay. Yes. Oh, this is good. You want that? I never know about that one. Maybe. Let's see here, you got some stuff. You got some stuff. You want some better potions? I'll keep your others. I'm giving you your others because I love you. Okay. Oh yeah. And just take a quick look at the answer door. So number 11 was, I was reunited with an old friend at Castle Oblivion, but I was unable to disclose my identity. If he knew the situation, he would likely try and stop me from carrying out my revenge. As much as I would dearly love to converse with him in the old days, that is now a helpless dream. My friend has been fighting in the realm of darkness. Most likely he found his way there through Traverse Town. Like Castle Oblivion, that village also rests in the cleft between light and dark. It consists of the remnants of worlds whose hearts have been stolen by the Heartless. It is also where those who have barely escaped the destruction of the worlds eventually find themselves. This realm between is quite unstable, with corridors of darkness appearing from time to time. Whenever a world disappears, some of its inhabitants arrive there through these corridors. Surely Sora traveled there through these same corridors of darkness when he first came to Traverse Town. That is true. In the first game, Sora gets sucked into a darkness and then appears up in Traverse Town. It seems my friend, fighting in the realm of darkness, appeared in Castle Oblivion through a corridor of darkness constructed by Organization 13. So by his friend, he's referring to King Mickey. If you recall, back in Chain of Memories, Diz did show up near the end of the game, and he was talking to Riku through bits of it, pretending to be Ansem. You know, the heartless Ansem. My new ally Riku also affected his return via one of these corridors. He swore to me he would give his all for his best friend Sora. In fact, Sora's memories have been slow to return. Thus I asked Riku to bring me another Sora, his nobody. Sora is indispensable if I am to achieve my goal. I require the Keyblade-wielding hero to fly through the realm of light and defeat Organization 13. I just want to revamp this. So we're talking about Naminé, how she's different, and Roxas is also a bit different, and how he needs to convert Roxas into data to return to Sora, or so he thinks. I don't know if it could have gone another way. Could it have gone another way? Riku laid everything on the line, and now he's looking like himself again. Talking about the data time. There's little Alright, so we read all the thingies. Slightly out of order, but we did read them. Is that a save point? Oh, just there's no save point.
Yeah, this is it.
There we go.
Out of my way.
Is that all you got?
It's so bad.
I'll take
I
him.
love fight with Riku. Yay!
Right, I'll lose it all! Riku, time's up! Sora!
Oh, thank you, potions, Dad. I didn't need to. What are you doing? Are you using up your own potions? You give me others. Honey. Honey. Honey, I don't need others. Aw, honey. Immediately working on my needs. Ah. Riku, you're too good. You're too good. Too pure. Too sweet and wonderful for this world.
Riku, out of my way! Is that all you got? Yeah! Yeah! I'll take him. You're gonna lose it all! Riku, time's up! Back off! This is it! Yeah! 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 This is it! Yeah! Yeah! Out of my way! Is that all you got? Yeah! I'll take him.
We're good. Wait, this is not... I thought this was a safe point. Hang on. Do we come from down here? Oh. Sorry. Here we go. I never dreamed that I would return to this form. That's one less thing to worry about. Now I won't be mistaken for a member of Organization 13. Sweetheart, if you had just taken off the jacket, I feel like you would have also not had that problem. Although, I suppose the Ansem look... good. Either way. Only now the Organization 13... Only member of Organization 13 left is Zemus. He's the most powerful he's the most powerful of all. Won't be easy battle. Good luck. Well, if I can speak as well as I can fight, we'll be in trouble. All three of us together, this reminds me of being back on the island. If we make it all back together, let's finish that raft of ours. We met up with the King and Kairi, and now Riko's with us. We're unbeatable. After all, Riko was chosen by the Keyblade too. Last year, we got separated from you and joined up with Riku. He was really cold back then, but now he seems more like your friend. It still bothered you, Goofy? Moving on, Kairi, you wanna get into this fight? You got Keyblade now. We can make it a trio. No? You good? You gonna stay here? So, okay. See how he's got his wrist wrapped up like this? That's actually an injury he gets in one of the games that chronologically takes place between Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2. Or actually, I should say, between Chain of Memories. in Kingdom Hearts 2. But that's a cool little detail that they leave in there. Because that injury, like I said, it takes place in a different game and you wouldn't know about it otherwise. Oh, where are we going? Oh, that's right, this is a new area. Okay. Are you thumbing pocketing it? Oh, is that hurting you, baby? I got curious. I gave you potion. Pour some potion on it. I can do it for the guy in Resident Evil. I can do it for you. Oh, this is a swirly whirly.
Yeah, this is it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this is it.
Go down. Oh, treasure.
Is that all you got? I'll take them. You're gonna lose it all! Riku! Time's up!
I'll be so happy when he's saying his name. Dense stones going on over here. How many dense stones are there? 3 and 3. Oh, Oreo Hakon 2 is, or plus is what I'm looking for. Or maybe this is just what I'm currently carrying? Or this way. Walk this way. Oh, we missed 2 more treasures. The world that there was, but it looks like we missed one a while ago. And looks like we missed 2 at some point. Let's do that. Alright, keep an eye out. Oh, there's one here. How am I supposed to get that? What if I do like a... No. Wait, I think I see one back there too. I go. How are you supposed to get that? It's so high up. I need like glide. Clyde does not seem to be forthcoming. Right? None of these have anything in remotely. Let's just get glides over along the way. I don't know what that would have been. Okay. Ah, yes. Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Sora! Riku!
Oh, that's not good.
There's gonna be no end to this.
Together we can stop them.
Be gone from here. Leave these creatures to us.
But there's no way we could take them all.
I will be sending them after Xemnas. Or perhaps you would rather fight them yourself.
Frankly, my dear, I'd rather run.
Off with you then.
Well, if it ain't the Boat Boy King.
Time to weigh anchor, Captain Pete.
What, like abandoned ship? I don't think so.
Sora, your majesty, do not forget, when I've destroyed them all, this castle shall be mine!
Now looky here. Opportunities like this don't come along every day, you know. Bring 'em on!
We gotta hurry.
But
they're doing what their hearts command. We can't interfere.
Apparently I did not unmute, but I am so here for the BFF done before Maleficent and Peach. I'm all about it. It's fantastic to me. Also, Maleficent and Pete coming to save the day again. They also saved our butts at the battle of the canyon in Radiant Garden. So what's up with that? Who can say? All right, I will continue. I could have just... Oh. Sweetie, are you okay? I look like your hand is really bothering you. I should have saved you.
Oh, my Kingdom Hearts. Ruined. No. I'll have to start all over again. Warriors of the Keyblade, go forth and bring me more hearts.
No!
Denizens of light, answer this. Why do you hate the darkness?
Huh, we don't hate it. It's just kinda scary. But the world's made of light and darkness. You can't have one without the other, 'cause darkness is half of everything. Sort of makes you wonder why we are scared of the dark.
It's because of who's lurking inside it.
Then allow me another question. You accept darkness, yet choose to live in the light. So why is it that you loathe us who teeter on the edge of nothing? We who were turned away by both light and dark, never given a choice.
That's simple. It's because you mess up our worlds.
That may be. However, what other choice might we have had?
just give it a rest. You're nobodies. You don't even exist. You're not sad about anything.
Very good. You don't miss a thing. I cannot feel sorrow. No matter what misery befalls the worlds, no matter what you think, what you feel, or how you exist.
Guys!
So, I can go in that door right now. Okay. So I could pretend maybe that Xemnas had no feelings, since he doesn't seem to be actually trying to make bonds with people either. But he clearly exists. Here, as forms, thoughts, goals, if not feelings. Stop hitting me! Yep.
It's over!
So, Kingdom Hearts 4, again, is in the works, and folks have been clamoring for perhaps a Star Wars world. And then, the groups that I read, folks argued in many ways before, but, okay, and if you can have Xemnas' weapons, you can't tell me you can't have lightsabers in Kingdom Hearts, and you already have that photorealism sort of thing for pirates. So, what is it? Dang it when they dodge. But then, I guess the other side of the argument is people might be like, oh, lightsabers can do everything, it should be able to cover the Keyblade. Clearly it's going to meet the Keyblade and not Asteroid should Sora has to fight somebody with a lightsaber. So, I don't know what to tell you, and goodness only knows. Oh.
Sora! Where are you?
Sora! Answer me!
You're okay!
Where's Xemnas?
Hear me, Kingdom Hearts. It seems we must begin anew. But know this. I will give to you as many hearts as it takes. Mark my words. You can no more be complete without me than I without you. Heed me, Kingdom Hearts. Lend me your power so that we may be complete. The power to erase the fools that hinder us. Hearts burning with rage. Hearts scarred by... Said the heart's true nature was beyond his understanding. Hearts are the source of all power.
We're not gonna let him get away now!
Look at that!
Going on?
Kingdom Hearts.
Let's go. Xemnas must be inside.
The worlds gave us this doorway. They want us to be the guardians of their destiny.
Once we go through, there's no turning back. It's victory or oblivion. So, Sora, are you ready?
Another one! I was gonna say, I don't even know what era of Star Wars they'd go with if they went with that. You know, there are many questions that are yet to be answered. Only time shall tell us. Hey, we've seen all the Notivities, but not all of the Heartless. Interesting. Answer report. There you go. Tomorrow Sora awakens. My long and drawn-out revenge is nearing its end. Xehanort, who took everything away from me. Though as a Heartless he is no more, as the leader of Organization 13, his ambition is once again is to capture Kingdom Hearts, the most colossal heart of all. His Heartless have attempted to draw out the great darkness. Oh, wait, what? How did that happen? Okay. His Heartless attempted to draw out the great darkness of Kingdom Hearts created from the hearts of all worlds. His nobody, however, is almost finished gathering human hearts to be assembled into Kingdom Hearts as well. The fool! Only one mystery remains. How did Xehanort manage to open the door that appeared in the basement of my castle? No. Any theory positive now, when everything is nearing completion, would be meaningless. Roxas, Ansem, Naminé. They all defy logic, yet there they are. Singular exceptions to the rule. Theories proposed by me in Organization 13 have been blown to pieces by a handful of strong-hearted individuals. Sora, Kairi, Riku. Ah yes, Riku. Though his heart had its weakness, making it prone to darkness, he found support in the hope he discovered beyond suffering. This hope allowed him to stand his ground and turn the darkness in his heart from an enemy to his greatest weapon. When all this is over, it is my fevered hope that he'll be able to return with Sora to his island. If I can, I should like to return to Radiant Garden, to once again look upon the beautiful water, the lovely flowers, and the hopeful smiles of the people. Dear King, my friend, I believe that at some point in time you will come across these, my truthful accounts. How I wish I could have chatted with you again. I was a fool, obsessed with revenge. Forgive me. That, I think, is the last of the Ansem Journals. I thought we were at the last of 12, though, so who can say? Let's do a save. So now we've got Riku. Goofy, we should probably take Dami for the healing ability. So apparently the whole form I haven't unlocked yet. Where are we at on the time here? Oh, we're at an hour and a half. Okay, we're gonna stop here just before the big end. And I did save it. I'll talk to you first. The Kingdom Hearts opened the door to Xemnas. We can't let this chance slip by. It's going to be a tough fight, but we can do it. Don't let your guard down. We may wind up getting separated at any time. Come on, let's save the world again. I'm tired of waiting, so don't tell me to stay behind. From now on, wherever one of us goes, the other follows. Got it? Do you remember before? We stood facing each other on opposite sides of that door. Now let's stand side by side. We'll go to home together this time. You got it, Riku. Xemnas has probably grown even stronger and is waiting for us. This battle began with Ansem's research. Let's finish it for him. Alright. So we're definitely going to end it here. It's approaching an hour and a half. Oh yeah, no, we're ending it. Finish another time.